EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Carolina Panthers. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they coming off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Vegas. Taken at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. So the Raiders backed up here to begin their first drive. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And I'll bet right now just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterback...
And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they've got it very deep in enemy territory. It's inside the 5 at the 3-yard line, 1st and goal. So now here are the Panthers with excellent field position to start off. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And so often when you've stolen a possession, as they just did there,
on the first play,
picking up the fumble, the natural inclination is to attack, go after him big. Sometimes what you just want to do is put the ball in the hands of...
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Let's go.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers locked in play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Mayberry. That's complete. It's Collins. The numbers for Collins last week: 5 catches, 64 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to hold that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open. Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Off play action. Mayberry. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call.
What's the deal, y'all?
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 11.
On 3rd down, Mayberry. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Can we get some forensics done here? Because I need to figure out.
What on that ball?
Yeah, on the ball, on the guys carrying the ball. What's going on? Back-to-back drives, back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming out here to play in the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff thinks it makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe there'll be changes, but if nothing else, there will be a few stern talking tos, that's for sure.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Newman. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Let's go.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. Shoves him away. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. He'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to and it's going to bring up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. Excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. The Carolina offense about ready to go. They're sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Well, last game he had 2 sacks, got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Mayberry. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
To throw on third down, Mayberry. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is incomplete. 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Back to throw here. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Nothing the score after 1 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Now they try the right side here. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mayberry. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Mayberry. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Off the play fake. Mayberry. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. Stops short of the 25, but that 2nd effort got him a couple extra. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Mayberry. He finds his man. Complete. It's Warner.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff looking right. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. Mayberry. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are back within a score. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Point after here coming up. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
We got this. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's only had a couple of carries. I mean, when you've got a horse like this, second quarter, got to start to ride that horse a little more, don't you?
You can't just neglect him. He's got to touch it, and often, in order to get maximum out of him. Typically, these types of backs, it's the accumulation of carries, and that's when you see the damage as the game goes on.
Yeah, let's see. You're going to try to get him into the flow, we would assume here.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory.
A big play there for Carolina.
We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
They go play action here on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. The Panthers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at a third and goal here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a fourth and goal.
No, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up second.
Operating from the gun. Mayberry out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it third down.
Let's get it.
Looking to throw. Mayberry. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Back to throw. Mayberry.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Looking to throw. Mayberry. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, go into pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. 2nd and 1. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2. Just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands. And yes, indeed, they pick up the 1st down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Tennessee Titans. The Titans looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. The Bucks take another big step towards playing January football as they improve their record to 8-4 with the W. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the 1st half for Carolina. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they too found some success throwing the football. But I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the 2nd half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've got the lead as they begin this drive 1st and 10, trying to forget about that loss last week to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. That's Newman. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. He'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long distance.
And the Raiders have got him. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
That was exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this 2nd half.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mayberry. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Mayberry. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And to give this time to the tailback.
It's a gain of 2.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 92 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And he's got his man on the out route.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
On 1st down, Huggins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Mayberry. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Mayberry. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Mayberry. He finds his man, complete. It's Collins. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayberry. And that is incomplete. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Not much there, only a yard. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
And they're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now they try the right side here. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Coaches always tell their players someone's got to make a big play, but what they mean is a game-altering play, a game-changing play, a turnover force, and we just got that. I mean, how about that play, Brandon?
Yeah, pick 6, 4th quarter, that is a game-changer.
Someone read their keys, and someone had the courage to go after the ball right then and there.
And it gives them the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 2nd and 3. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big connection on that one, 36 yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. To throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Nice touchdown.
A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. The extra point splits the uprights, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you're doing across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. He'll get this complete to Collins. Oh, and the tackle comes quickly. That's only going to get him a couple. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. He's back to throw. That's complete. It's Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Carolina, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.